How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the skins that are potentially coming out this week. Now, if you're new to these videos, the skins shown in this video are not all coming out. These are potential skins that meet the requirements and quality that the developers are looking for, and these have a chance of making it on Thursday. Only 8 skins are typically chosen. So anyways, past that, we're going to jump straight into it with some clothing, and this one's kind of a little more of an honorable mention. The reason I say that is when you get really close to it, it kind of gets a little bit blurry. That happens with a lot of clothing, but this one is a little too much in some places. But I really love the idea of it. It's also a little too Fortnite, probably. Kind of, you know, goofy, but sometimes Helk really likes the goofy stuff, so we'll just see. But this is the cactus camo set and by Zulik, and I think it's hilarious. It's got all these little spikes all over it and these big old crazy bloodied eyes. This is all burlap, so it's a head wrap and burlap shirt and trousers. And yeah, it's just a silly little set to start us off this week, and I think this one has potential. Also, you gotta love the cactus blossom on the very top. Next up, we've got a fancy tracksuit for you from Andy Boo, and you can see it's pretty much a just fancy tracksuit. You've got a golden little crown there. It looks like you got some gold chains, and then heading down here, there's that crown logo again. It's definitely a very unique color. I don't know too much about how. I don't know. This could either be one of those things that would do really well or just not have any interest at all. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say, so sound off down on the comment section there. Next, we see a continuation from Milo for the B set, and we've got the B cosplay, Roadsign. And yeah, it's got everything you can, imagine. It's got the big old buttons with the little B on it. The whole thing kind of looks like a pajama fabric that has been attached to the metal plating of the road sign. You've got random sets of wings with the buttons here and there, like on the back, and on the shoulders, and on the very top of the helmet. And right here you got kind of a little derpy bee face underneath your own. It's definitely one of those cutesy sets, and some people might be sick of these, some people might love these purely. So this is one of those kind of things where it's you take it or you don't. So definitely one I could see doing well. This next road sign set might make you quite hungry. And this one right here is the fast food set from Kiva. And I believe it was also work with Legacy as well. Yes, Kiva and Legacy. And so if you check this one out, you can see there's all sorts of stuff on it. You got French fries and I think that's mayonnaise. There's a cupcake and condiments and pizza. There's some sushi in there. There's all sorts of things. Down here you got some prices, drinks, popcorn, pizza, fries, hot dog, donuts. Oh, there you go. So he's wearing part of the menu. I thought that sauce and Coke. There you go. Very, very funny. I like the idea of this. It's pretty cool. And if someone's, doing a food shop, this would definitely be a pretty cool little design. Take a look at the top of this. You can see very cool. Lots of little snacks hanging around. Last up, we've got one high qual set for you. This one is a continuation off of one of the Halloween skins that made in, and this is the Chained Spirits high qual set from Anathan. So you should recognize quite a bit of it. I really do like the mask. It's got this kind of like sunken in crazy teeth look, kind of like a big gaping oozing maw kind of look. Then you've got the same thing where it's like the bone with the glow coming through, and then it's a cage around it with chains. Definitely very good work on the chest. I love the way this looks. And it comes in a glowing and non-glowing version, so I'll just show you the glow right here now. There we go. So all the green does glow. Now, the chance of the glowing version of the armor making it probably pretty slim, since glowing armor isn't very advantageous, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Alright guys, we've got some deployables here for you to check out, and we're starting with a fridge over here. I really like this one. It is designed to, of course, look like something out of Cobalt Labs, and it is, of course, appropriately named the Lab Cobalt Fridge. So it does have some really cool glow, which you probably saw a second ago a little bit, but we'll, of course, show that here in the end. Over here it says, danger, hazardous acid, or caustic chemicals, no food or beverage for human consumption. That's ironic. And yeah, I just really love the look of it. It has this window here, and look, it kind of looks like a hand smear. I don't know, there's something goofy going on here. And then over here, you've got this guy holding up like a little chemistry, beaker, and he's up to something. So definitely very cool. And I can't wait to show this off fully at night. Next, we've got a really nice wooden door for you, and this is the Samurai Hut door by Vlek. And if you look just right, you can see the shadow of a mysterious samurai, the sword hilt, and his sword drawn. And you've got this nice little simplistic, very Japanese look to the door. You come over here, and there's a sword across the door, and some shuriken like designs there at the bottom. Definitely a very unique look, and I could see a lot of people really loving this door. I remember there was a double version of it, and a lot of people like that one as well. Over here we've got a metal door for you, and this one is aptly named the Dreamcatcher, as there is a Dreamcatcher there in the middle. And then there's a bunch of skulls around, and it's kind of got this like woven plant fiber kind of like look going on behind it. It's just a very unique door, and I really love the look of this. I could see this as something that Hulk would like. He always likes those kind of like exotic kind of tribal or colorful doors. Next over here, we've got some garage doors, starting with Dead Inside. Of course, that's one of those things, hey, I mean, that goes with anything that could have zombies or whatever, or who knows? Or that could be just where you store your dead, dead enemies? I'm not sure. One way or another, it's the Dead Inside door, and this is something I can see a lot of people wanting to have just for the fact of, the Dead Inside. Then over here, we've got some more food theme going on with the pizza door by Fora, and you've got pizza with a sauce. With a sauce? Fast pizza with the sauce. Well, make sure it's with the sauce. It's got little pepperonis all over the roller, which I thought was kind of cool, and the artwork is definitely neat, so I can see a lot of people loving this one. The text itself doesn't, I don't know, it looks a little weird with me. Like, just the font. Like, the text itself is fine, it's just the font looks weird. I don't know, it doesn't match the rest of the artwork for me a little bit. That's my only criticism I would give. But let's go ahead and take a look at the glow on this fridge. It is our only glowing item, and you can see now the handprint is a little more noticeable. You've got these light up down here, I can't speak today, and then you've got some little lights and a temperature up there, so definitely very cool little design to this. Love the handprint. Alright, moving on to the last bit here, we've got some tools for you, starting with a stone tool set called the Kids Tools, and if you take a look at it, they look like they are completely made out of like toy plastic, and you can see parts of it are even kind of like caved in looking because it's probably been smashed around a bit. And I really like the idea. At first it kind of looked weird in the pictures, but once you take a look at it in game, you can definitely see the vibe they're going for. And of course it does have a matching pick to go with it as well. So there you go. We've got another stone tool set for you. This one has a much more artistic look to it. This is the Quorndum? I'm probably saying that horrible. But as you can see, there is a carving in the front of the paint there. It looks like we've got a guy wearing a Native American headdress. Yeah, I think so. Look at that. Definitely very cool, the carving. And then on the matching set over here, take a look at that. Looks like we've got the Thunderbird carved into the middle there on the wood. It's definitely very cool. I'm digging the Native American vibes. Quite neat. Then we've got a metal hatchet and tool set for you. This one is very gooey and toxic looking, and of course is aptly named the Toxic Set by Little Ranger. Biohazard, you gotta be careful there, and look at that. It's definitely a very glowy skin, which we'll be sure to show you at the end here. Of course, it has a matching pickaxe with all sorts of glow goop going on with it. Alright, let's dive into the weapons now that we've taken a look at the tools, and we've got a very nice looking bow here for you. If you go ahead and check it out, now when you draw down, it doesn't look like there's too much going on, but you can see some fancy gold and so forth. It's when you actually inspect it, you can see these beautiful carvings on it, and that hint of what might be dragon leather, and that would make sense since this is the dragon bow from Red Rex's dragon set. So there you have it, guys. Definitely a very nice looking one. Next, we've got a little Ioka for you. It's one of those things that we don't get skins for too often. I think this one is actually a really epic skin. This is the Pirate Ioka by UAD. It's been revisited and redone, and I think he did a really excellent job on it. So let's go ahead, boom, fire that thing off. Reload it. Oh, you can't really see it while you reload, but hey, there you go. Next, we've got a sap for you. This one has got a very cool look on it. It is the Wasp Shot by Igor. And aiming down the sights here, take a look. But it's really got just like this really nice gradient color going on. And I like all the little attention to details on it. The little carvings, the little additional patterns, and then the wear and tear to everything. Definitely quite neat looking. Next, we've got a SAR for you, and this one has, again, a kind of like a little bit of a cel-shaded look to it, and this is something that you can usually see from Evan skins anyways. This is the Screwball SAR, and I think that's probably because you've got the little happy face with the little one kind of just sticking right out of it there, and yeah, I think that's kind of funny. It looks a little odd, I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes it's hard to really work with the flat surfaces to make things pop, but this definitely has a very unique look to it for sure. And, oh, hello, what happened there? Lastly, we've got another remake. This is the Monument Memory LR version 2 by Kosum. And I wanted to show it just because he changed up the metal, and I think that detail just looks really, really cool. If you take a look at it. And then he also added, you know, some little bullet decals and so forth. It kind of just brings the gun much more alive, and I think that's, it definitely has a lot more effort to it that way. But that's going to do it, guys. So sound off down in the comment section below which ones you would like to get and which ones you'd like to see and which ones you're hoping for. Any kind of feedback you want to give, I'll try to get to the right people. And we'll end here showing you a little bit of glow on those tools.